What's up? What's up, y'all? It has been so long since I have been live with you guys. Trying to see if we are on and if everything is working. If everything is working, please let a sister know. I hate this one. I don't know if. All right, cool. If everything is working. All right, bet I can hear myself, and it's a beautiful voice. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Come on, y'all. So I see I have 3 people watching so far, and that's exciting because it's been so long. So say what's up. Say hello. Tell me who you are. Who's here? All right, guys. It's been a while. How's everybody been? I hope everybody's been okay. We already know the topic today. We are going to be discussing the censorship that's ramping up, right? This is not anything new, but it's leveling up and it's leveling up rapidly. So we want to talk about that. That's really where we want to stay with it because a lot of things are getting ready to change. They said this would happen. I've heard people say like this type of thing would happen, for the 2024 election season where it's going to get really serious. And a lot of content creators I know, y'all like literally do content on things like, movies and comics and stuff. And yeah, your stuff shouldn't seem controversial. Nothing really that I think anybody on my space talks about is controversial, but now controversial means a new thing. But beware, they'll come for you too. And it's just so sad that I'm saying that. I'm not trying to sell fear, but it's weird what they censor. It is. It really is. And they're at it. They're at it again. And so I do have with me today, Justin is here. We're going to talk about what happened yesterday. I couldn't believe it. So I've been working all kinds of hours. And so then I got to work. My phone was dead, whatever. So I started medicating the patients, whatever. I went back, turned on my phone. And then I saw this thing, like this first thing I saw on Twitter was my channel is banned altogether, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, they banned my channel. And I'm like, what? I was like, I just stopped. I was like, my mouth was dropped. I couldn't even believe it. So for what? I said, he doesn't even have a strike. Like I have this, what's up, Ronan? I have this recurring strike that won't go away on mine. I don't even think he has that. So it's insane. About to bring him up so we could talk about it. And then we'll talk about some other topics too. Still dealing with censorship. Something happened with RFK Jr., but I'm not sure. So we'll look at it together. All right, bringing in Justin, guys. What's up, Justin?
What's up? Having a time of my life.
Oh, you sound great for everything that's going on.
I think I'm taking it surprisingly well. I think I was somewhat mentally prepared for it. I knew that it was going to come eventually. I just was hoping that I'd be able to grow my channel a little bit more before it did happen, or at least get a little bit of warning.
Right, and like they just didn't even. So you didn't have anything on that channel, like not even like an ongoing warning on that. Like I had this blemish that refuses to leave on mine, but you didn't even have a single blemish on your channel.
I've never had a warning. I've never had a strike. I've had a couple of videos get like limited monetization, a copyright claim here and there. But other than that, I mean, my channel was clean, like completely clean. And yeah, just completely deleted without notice.
Absolutely.
The first message that I got was your channel has been removed from YouTube.
And so, all right. So walk me back from, and I don't want to be like, so what time was it? What were you doing? Do you remember where you were at? Like, I don't want to do that, but first of all, that I like the way you sound. I do like the way you sound because these type of things sadly are a part of life and they're meant to break us down and you don't sound broken. So I like that. And that might sound dramatic, but it's really because dog, even with my 1,000, I was telling my best friend, I'm proud of my 1,000. I'm proud of everybody that comes through and shows love. I love everybody. Okay. And I told my best friend about what happened. And she was like, and I was like, yo, but he sounds strong. She's like, for real. I'm like, because I would have been crying like, DJ, oh my God, I'm devastated. So I like to hear that you sound so, basically you sound good because it's not really supposed to be the end of the world, but dang, it is not right what they did to you. It's really not right.
Yeah, I'm just, maybe this is more arrogance. I don't know. People might take it that way, but I'm pretty confident in my abilities when it comes to YouTube. I've been doing it for a long time and I don't just do YouTube. Like I really study it and I know what works and what doesn't. So I'm pretty confident that 3 months from now, like no matter what channel it's on, I'll be back to maybe not 50K, but I'll be back in a pretty strong spot, I think. Especially, at a certain point, like maybe around like 1K subs, you do care about the sub count because that's when you get monetized. So you have to get 1K.
Mm-hmm.
But like once you get to around 50, it's really just meaningless. Like it's just the ego thing at that point where it's like, okay, I can't wait till I can see 50,000 subscribers next to my name. That's really the only reason why you want to go up in subs. So it really doesn't matter. Like the sub count just doesn't matter to me. I would love to hit 100K one day and get, the plaque. I really felt like I really felt like that was possible. I really felt like that was coming, especially with some of the things that I had happening behind the scenes. It was really going to wrap things up. So that hurts a little bit because I thought that was going to be soon, like maybe like before the end of the year. That's probably not going to happen. But other than that, it's really not that big of a deal. I'll be back.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see you being back. And Bobby is asking about your Discord, and we are going to because even that happened yesterday, like your Discord was hacked.
Damn, that was yesterday. I feel like that was a whole week ago.
I know, like I can only imagine. Like, yeah, that was. I remember you sent that. Like the Discord's been hacked. Like,
yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night, and a bunch of people had messaged me saying that my Discord was hacked. So it was like a message about like, I don't even remember. It was like sex bots or something that they sent out to every single friend that I had on Discord, every single like Discord that I was in. They spammed it in all the channels. So yeah, that happened in the morning. A couple hours later, my channel got deleted.
I'm gonna actually tie both of those in a little bit, like because it is making me feel like something's up with that. But what you said about you do study YouTube. There are creators like who study YouTube. Hypno studies YouTube. Men study YouTube, right? So that's definitely my thing. I always say like men know like all the like, oh, I look at the analytics. Like I look at them a little bit, but you guys, men are just who really are doing it. Y'all just know all the terms and everything. So it's fascinating to watch. So I am sure you'll be back. But so you dropped the video. What's up, Copa? What's up? Thank you for coming through. You dropped the video yesterday, though, and I was gonna get ready to watch it. And then, so what happened? Like you did your video, you dropped it, and then what?
Yeah, I posted the video on and then it was on Sound of Freedom, and it was up for like maybe less than an hour, and then it's so crazy because I was so just ready. Like I somewhat felt it coming that I was gonna get banned. And I just opened my phone and I clicked on the icon to change accounts from my account that I watch YouTube on to my actual Justin Is Lost account. And it just wasn't there. And I was kind of like, oh, like there it is. Like I just for some reason I was just not really freaking out. I was like, it happened. And then I tried to log in on my computer, didn't work. And then looked on Twitter, had a bunch of people saying, no, I was watching your video live and your channel got banned while I was watching it. I was like, oh man, like it actually happened. Because like at first, whenever it happens, you think, oh, I'm just gonna appeal this and it'll get overturned. Like it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then the appeal instantly comes back. Nope, you're still banned.
Yeah. Because the instant coming back, which that's why I never appeal. I used to, because I haven't been banned, but I had my run-ins up, like countless run-ins with this channel because it was around the time of the mandates. So I started where I would like appeal it. I started appealing it like on the system, like how you did. And then I noticed it would just come back like, no, you're wrong. And then one day they went back and they went back to 6 months in the past of my catalog and pulled some video, of course, where I was talking about medications and stuff. And then they were like, oh, we're giving you a strike because of this. So then this is when I tweeted them, like, I was like, wait a second. Like, and I went off. I was like, Team YouTube, what's going on? Da, da, da. And I said, whatever. And I just tweeted them. I didn't expect them to really get back to me. But somebody talks to you actually on Twitter, which is crazy. Like that's the little tricks of the trade to anybody who's watching. Don't even waste don't even waste your time appealing on the system because it's an algorithm that's coming back to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? So, but so then, all right. So So then they came back and they told you no, and then your Sound of Freedom video do you think it's because of the video, or what do you kind of think it was, and how many people watched it? Did you even get a chance to see how many people watched the video yet before?
Dude, it was. I think it was about to go viral. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the video was about
Really?
to. Yeah, it was about to take off. Yeah, it had a lot of views. I don't remember exactly how much, but I remember thinking, "Oh, okay, that video is gonna do good." And yeah, I didn't. I never really got to check it again. What was the other question?
That's crazy. No. Do you think like why this happened? Sorry,
Uh,
old people.
I don't know. So there's definitely a common theme with a lot of other YouTubers that are also getting the same exact type of messages that I got after
Yeah,
posting things about children being in traffic and Sound of Freedom related stuff. They'll get the same exact thing. They'll have harmful conspiracy theories, and then their appeal will come back with harassment. And then what's crazy is my first appeal came back with harassment. Then the appeal that I did in the DMs with Team YouTube was hate speech. And how I know for 100% fact that they just made that up out of thin air is because I sent them that screenshot of that guy who was like, "Yes, we got Justin is Lost banned for hate speech."
yeah.
I
So
sent them that DM, and it's actually gone now. I guess the guy deleted that tweet. But I sent them that message in the
uh-huh,
DM, and
uh-huh.
that's where they got hate speech from. Nowhere in the emails, in the appeal, in the original message, was there any mention of hate speech. That was the first time that hate speech was mentioned, was in that tweet. And that's what they responded with. They were like, here's some info on our hate speech policy. I'm like, dude, no hate speech has ever been mentioned to me prior to this message right here. So that's how I know that they're just pulling things out of their ass to ban me for.
Yeah, absolutely. They are. Hold on, the chat is going off because everybody is like, Copa says, Justin, dude, we're all fighting for you. Yes, they are, though. I will say
Thank you. I
the
appreciate it.
yeah, man, the space they came through. It was crazy. Twitter was all going off about you. I thought you were trending for 2 seconds. I was like, oh, I think he might be
Dude.
trending.
No, I don't think I was even close to trending, but I really do want to say I appreciate everybody for all the support, because like I said, it wasn't like too bad, but it definitely would have been a lot worse mentally if there wasn't all the people who were like reaching out to me,
Yeah.
calling me, retweeting, all of that stuff. So I really
Mhm.
appreciate everybody out there.
That's what's up. Yeah. Dragon said, "Hey everyone, yeah, YouTube didn't ban me, but they suppressed my Sound of Freedom review, like a lot of other creators. I'm surprised they actually banned you though. It's because they know you're white." And I did just come out and say it like that. I seriously feel like that's part of it too, because I don't know. I feel like, and I have to keep it real because I'm creating the same content. I made the same episode, maybe not word for word. I didn't get to hear yours, but I dropped it. Yes, was it yesterday? It was yesterday. I dropped the same one. Now it is not that many people saw it, but we talked about the same guy, right? Noah Berlatsky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you call him a PDF file at all?
yeah, no, right. We on YouTube. I didn't call him one. I said we could tell what he's affiliated. I said in my
See, I
opinion.
need to be more careful. That's the thing. I think that's what really got me, was I was like, I've actually put in one of my titles an actual, and then I said the word, but I bleeped it out like with one letter. I think I should have been more careful. I was getting a little bit too brave, I think.
It's not.
Look,
Sometimes it's like
here's the
that.
thing. Here's
Yo,
the thing that I
yeah.
actually like 100% serious here. I said this on my Rumble stream as well. I think there becomes a point for every content creator once you start seeking truth. I don't even know. I mean, it's kind of growth related too, but for people who are actually seeking out the truth, there comes a point in everybody's career where you're like, okay, from this point on, if I continue down this path, I will get banned. I will get censored. I can either
Mhm.
choose to continue down this path and eventually get banned or censored, or I can choose to make as much money as possible, which is what like the Daily Wire and them do. Um,
Mhm.
and I was like, should I just not post Sound of Freedom videos? But then I just ultimately decided it's worth it to expose the PDF file.
Right.
I
Right.
choose to expose the PDF file, and if I end up getting censored, it is what it is. And unfortunately, that ended up happening. But
Right.
that's
Right.
a choice
Yeah.
that everybody has to make.
It is. It's like I know what you mean too about getting brave because I mean with uh with that other situation. I was straight saying stuff too, because you do get to a point. I get what you're saying. It's like how long, like especially now, and I'm talking about stuff from the pandemic. We moved, not to say necessarily moved on, but we're talking about children, and it's like
Yeah.
I have to say PDF files and great, like
Yeah.
what
It's
is
pretty
the
ridiculous.
like what we're talking about used to be PSAs for real when I was like in elementary school, like stranger danger, that kind
Yeah.
of thing. But today it'll get you canceled. What's going on? It's insane. I mean, that's just not even a good enough word for it. Red, what's up, Red? Red said they demonetized me for 60 days, so they already been saying. So it was like, why did you, Red, if you could share with us, like, why did you get demonetized? Like, why is Red being demonetized? Because it's just what is going on. Hold on. I like to read the chat a little bit. Justin's channel grew 61% in the last 4 months since Bud Light fiasco. This is Night Ronan. What's up, Night? They hate opinions, especially from our side of the space. Yeah, but for real, they took you off like this new CEO. But I just to be clear, I saw this coming, because, and this is gonna sound so bad. I am not. This is gonna sound. I know different cultures. When I saw he was Indian, I was like, oh, they don't. They're very strict. They are. I have Indian friends who tell me that they're strict. I know they're strict. So for them, it's like, these are the rules and that's it. And I'm like, so when I saw who it was, I was like, it's going to get even harder on him. But you would think your channel was growing, and other channels who are being suppressed and the other ones that they took down. And I'm going to ask you about those. But your channel was growing at a rapid pace. That brings more money to YouTube. Not just, you know what I mean? Like, not just you, then YouTube grows with it too, You would think they would think about, like, on a corporate level, like, all right, this channel has value. So
if we're being honest, though, it's not really bringing them. If they really want to hide these things from people, I think that the trade-off is pretty obvious to just ban me, because, like, I don't know. I'm not really, like, let's just say I make 10,000 in a month. How much is YouTube taking of that? I mean, that's not really going to make that much of a dent if they lose that,
I see what you're saying, but I mean, I guess I'm looking at the futures options. I'm looking at it as, like, if you're looking at a channel that's actually growing, why stop it from growing? So that means sky's the limit with this channel. This person, the creators, has figured out how to maximize their level on this space. So that still is going to bring me more money, because, all right, yeah, it's a small, and I'm not calling your channel small, but I know what you mean in the grand scheme of things. I hear you. But
yeah, it's not a Mr. Beast.
Right. But that doesn't mean that in 6 months it's not going to be twice the size of what it was. It'll still, that means growth for my company. That's how I would look at it. So, but they're just chopping off heads. And so now you said that there was another guy, but 500,000 or
Yes,
something like
named
that.
Stephen Hilton. I don't think he was in this space. I think it was kind of like we just happened to cross over at a certain point. He was talking about things related to Sound of Freedom, but I think he was more focused on, like, the child trafficking part. Like, he was, damn, I'm sorry. Yeah, children in traffic. They were just in a car in traffic.
It's not even funny, but it's all right.
He had posted like 3 videos in a row. I'd never really seen his videos before, but yeah, he had 500K and his appeal got denied and everything too. So once I saw that he wasn't really getting his channel back, I was kind of like, yeah, I'm screwed.
Yo, this is really the new move, yo. Like, that's crazy. So I was saying on my video, I didn't even use the word, though. I'm gonna say I didn't use the word traffic on a live. I don't know why. I just feel like on a live I'm okay. But when I made the video, I was like, children in meetings. I said, like, why is a child in a meeting? That sounds retarded, right? Oh God, right? There's another word.
Yeah.
Right. But and then I was like, when they were talking about, like, the professions, like child, and all that, and I was like, children employees. It's ridiculous what you have to do, but they really are sensitive about, not just sensitive. No. They're very protective about this topic. I do not know how. No, I don't know if it's because Like I keep it real. I'm transparent. I know that I have a black card that I could throw around. I don't throw it around, right? But I did
The
this
thing
one.
is, people think I'm black in my videos. That's like the number one comment that I get, dude. Every live stream that I show my face, I have like 5 new people that come in and say, "Oh my god, I thought you were black." I was literally talking to somebody the other day who I like met through Twitter and through YouTube. I called them on the phone, and they were like, "Dude, you sound black. Are you not black?" I was like, "No, dude, I'm white. I don't know. Like, let me know in the chat. Do I sound that black?" I am from the South, so
maybe. I don't know what it is. I think it's you sound like urban and hip. I don't know.
Yeah, I grew up around like mostly black people, so that's probably why. Like all my roommates in college were black. So I mean, I probably I don't know. I guess I try not to like have any sort of accent. I try my best, but it just comes out, I guess.
I have cousins that sound like you, but it's not that you don't. It's not that you have like a slang talk. You talk very clear and like you know, you're fine. Like the way you talk about, I can see why somebody would think.
But if I get comfortable, then it's gonna be more slangy. Like it's definitely gonna be more urban for sure. Like for YouTube, I try to dress it up a little bit. But yeah, we were recording, me and Yeti. I don't know if Yeti's here. Me and Yeti were recording a video on like you know what monkey is? That like it's kind of like Omegle.
What you said, monkey?
Yeah, it's called Monkey. It's like an app, kind of like Omegle or like Uvu.
No, babe. Remember, I'm a little.
You basically just talk to a bunch of random people, right?
Okay.
And like, I don't mean to be racist or anything, but whenever like a black person would come up and we would start talking, like you could just tell like the urbanness would come out of me. Like I felt like I was at home. So like especially when it was like when we would meet somebody from where I'm from, like it would just come out. But anyway, back to the
no, that's fun. That's fun. No. It's funny too because this is what Copa just said. I'm coming back to the chat too, y'all. I saw Justin's white face and I still think he's black. Like, funny. You know what's funny though? And this is, this conversation has happened with you often since I started watching your channel. Like when you would go live, like the chat would be like, "Yeah, you sound black," or "You look black." You do have like a mixed look to you, but I know that like
because I got big lips. That's why.
You know what? That's crazy. I'm like, I can't put my
That's why, dude. Everybody tells me that. They're like, you look like you bleached your skin. You got big ass lips. You sound black. I was like, all right. I don't know if I should be mad or
no. I was just like, or maybe, because people from the Louisiana, they like got that little Creole in them, and I just, it was like whatever. But that's funny. I didn't even think about that. About the lips. That's just funny. I mean, that's fun, and that's the type of talk that happens on your chat. And that's why the first time I went on, like, watched one of your lives, and then like your chat wasn't going off like Tim Pool's. That just goes. I hate those. And so I was able to talk to people. I was like, oh, this is fun. And then I saw some people I knew, so I was like, oh, this is really fun. So okay, let's go back. A lot of other people came through. Hold on, let me see. I did tell other people. I sent the invite to like a couple other people too. Like if people want to come through and talk, they can. But there's just there's people here who I didn't even. I don't know. Oh, Cannoli's here. Hello, Cannoli Sasquatch is here. Jacob Ironside. Nice to meet you. Okay, and let me see.
Justin is urban.
Yeah. What's up, Hypnotic? Thank you for coming through. Mrs. Cannoli is here too. Thank you for coming through. Let me see what you said. Red said is because they said he reused content.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of people are getting hit for that.
What type of, you know what? I'm not monetized yet because I told you the watch hours thing, but I'm starting to think like, never mind, just don't even like.
Yeah, there's weird stuff happening right now. I don't think mine was an accident. There's a lot of people getting hit with that reuse content stuff that are just, it's totally false. And it's usually getting resolved. Like I know Fat Steven got hit and Drunk 3PO both got reused content. They got demonetized, but they got it fixed.
Wow. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Rocky says, I ask you, Casey, Hypno, everyone, when do we take the fight to these discussions? That'll probably come one day. That will come one day. Jason is here. What's up, Jason? Censored will be more censored as November of next year approaches. Yes, I've been on Kick more because at least I can censor. I guess you meant to say can't get censored. And what's up, Gap After Dark? Thank you for coming through.
And the people who say that, I mean, I think Kick probably doesn't have too much moderation, but when people say like just go to Rumble, you can say whatever you want. It's like, no, you really can't. They banned Nick.
Can't. Exactly. And what's up, John?
Being said, I'm taking the Rumble deal if I get one. I'm just saying.
Don't wait, we're not gonna get crazy.
Yeah,
like,
people are calling me a hypocrite because, well, dude, you know what's this situation just gets sadder and sadder the more you think about it. The day before yesterday, I tweeted that I had that tweet where I was like, here's the real black pill. No social media site actually cares about free speech, not Twitter, not Rumble, not Kick, none of them. The day after I get banned. And people were calling me a hypocrite because I said that. And then I was like, also like, yo, give me a Rumble deal. Look at these analytics. And I was like, why am I a hypocrite for wanting to go to Rumble and they don't have free speech? But I'm not a hypocrite for staying on YouTube that has extreme like oppressive hate or free speech or speech laws. It doesn't make any sense.
But I fear that by next year we won't even be speaking English. Like it'll just it might be like words put together. Yeah, and you have to do what you have to do. Like you have to do what you have to do. It is what it is. The fact is, though, I mean, not to get all logistically into it, it's going to turn into a point where, well, you know what? Let me just come out and say it since people are watching. You know, email subscriptions are going to have to be like a real thing. Websites and stuff. Yes, they are, people. And I know, like, people look at people on the chat, like, you guys are definitely supportive, right? It's going to get to the point where your content creator has to send you their stuff. It will get to that point. I know it will, because I felt that even before elections. Like I felt that last year. You know, how long are they gonna? They own this, right? They own YouTube. You know, who's they? The establishment, whatever, and they don't care. And back to the subject at hand, you could tell that this one now is the one that they are protecting. Child situations, they are protecting it, because look at how many people are taking a hit for talking about a potential predator, in my opinion, allegedly, you know?
Yeah. In my opinion, allegedly. You gotta protect yourself. And that's another thing why, like, we're talking about getting brave. Well, another reason why I was getting brave is because my channel was completely clean. So I was talking about things and I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm just free to talk about this. You know, maybe I can actually say this. Then all of a sudden they're like, nope, you can't say any of that. And in fact, you're not even going to get a warning. You're just gone. So that's why I was getting brave.
Yeah. And then they keep the broad terms, conspiracy theories. And that's why, like, so when I did that retweet on Twitter, I was like, let me try to, I feel like this will be weaponized for racism. Like, I was like, maybe if I tie it to racism somehow, YouTube didn't even write me back. Meanwhile, that thing's been retweeted at least a good 15, 20 times, right? So mad people, it's really been seen. YouTube didn't give an F. They're like, oh, well, that's your problem. We have PDF files come before you, black girl. Okay?
To be fair, the team YouTube account on Twitter probably has absolutely nothing to do with me being banned or staying banned. And they were actually pretty accommodating. I'm not going to lie. Like they were pretty good at responding, even when nobody tagged them. Like when I posted that video of like the last video that I posted that on Twitter. They even responded to that. And they were like, thank you for the information. And I didn't even tag them. And like they reached out to me in DMs first. And so like they were, and I don't think it was out of the kindness of their heart. I think it was because of how many people were retweeting and stuff. And because I mean, there was like a lot of like people with a lot of followers, like Jason Whitlock and all of them were retweeting it. So I think they were feeling the heat a little bit. They're like, all right, we got to get this figured out.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily even YouTube, the helpers or whatever, that I'm necessarily coming at. I'm saying whatever orders they're taking, whoever's coming down and telling them like, no, leave it alone. I don't care what somebody's telling them, like, I don't care what they retweet. I don't care what they say. This one supersedes everything. Like it does, because to get even into the topic, you know, that movie You see what they're doing with the movie itself. I truly believe, I believe two things happen to you. It is the movie because you can tell the pattern about like, everybody else having an issue, talking about like the guy that was connected to writing that article and everything, but even the subject matter of the movie, right? So what is it about? Saving children from meetings. So they really want to protect it because right now, America is manufacturing some serious children employees to meetings. Absolutely, with our borders being wide open like that. Yes, they are. Allegedly, in my opinion, setting up massive meetings,
Yeah.
So they have to, they're going to, it is bad. It's bad. That's why Alex Jones was going off at that facility last month when I did that live about it. He was going off because just to think about what we're doing, like literally, and this is known, they get placed in buses and move around. Like, it is mind boggling. So, and then now when 2024 is coming and we get a chance to switch that out, yeah, they're going to try to shut everybody up so we don't spread these kind of messages. But this is America. They can't win. Like, this can't be done here.
Yeah, I was getting some DMs from some people who this one person I won't say the name just in case they don't want me to, but this one person who had exposed like crazy a crazy ring. I'll just say that a crazy ring of children. They were playing a ring around the rosy, and it was like over 300,000 children involved, and there was a lot of people on Twitch involved, and they exposed that, and they got banned on YouTube for it, and they said that the last few months they've been spending trying to figure out why. Like they kind of accepted that they were not going to get their account back. They're trying to figure out why. And apparently they got in contact with someone who was like semi high up at YouTube and said that, yeah, you were blacklisted by somebody high up. Like somebody actually, it wasn't automated. Like somebody actually went in and blacklisted you. And they were like, that was probably the same thing that happened to me.
Yeah. Hello?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought you think cut off or my thing cut off. You see, somebody left their house, but the people high up, they're not at work every day, and they came in and blacklisted that person. Like so what is so? Wow, it makes you run. Just so there's just a bunch of high up people who are
actually. I'm gonna shout them out real quick because they were asking me to get the video out there because not many people saw it because they said it was buried as soon as they posted it on YouTube. So their @ on Twitter is BXTV tweets. BXTV tweets.
The girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes. All right. We're going to pull her up on Twitter. I know who you're talking about. She gives real information.
Yeah.
And she I haven't talked to her in a while. How long ago did she get banned again?
I think she said like 3 or 4 months ago.
Yep.
I think.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. She got people arrested and everything.
Yes. She's not like playing around here. We're gonna pull up her tell me her Twitter again because I'm like gonna.
It's BXTV tweets.
No underscore, nothing, right?
No, just straight up.
Yep. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't say nothing stupid. Like, yeah, I think she follows me too because she does not. But like I've had conversations with her, whatever. But it's just funny because I was on my way. Like, yeah, I mean, she follows me too. Okay. I don't take myself too.
Yeah, she sent me like the video that she did, and we don't want to have to watch it now, but it's 18 minutes long, and it's worth the watch. I'll just say that.
Yeah, she's the real deal. She is. And I meant to keep up with her because when she did. She retweeted you. She said another one. Yep. Because when they took her off of YouTube, I was trying to like get in touch. I don't know if it was get in touch with people, but I was like retweeting her stuff, and then because I was like, this is crazy. And she was talking about, man, I can't remember. She was talking about something with like, it wasn't meetings though with this one. With one of the things I guess she had coming out, it was about like these kids, the gangs in the neighborhoods, but what they're really doing. Yo, it was something deep. If I have a lag, y'all let me know. I don't know. Am I lagging? Because
No, it's good. It's good.
seems can't. It shows me the thing and then lets me know it can't take.
Yeah,
It
I
can't
know it's the shock thing, but it sounds fine. There's no lagging.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. When you said you had and so the video, that's what got her taken down. This video that you have or whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
It's on her Twitter. It's from June 7th, so it'll probably be a good bit back. But
right.
It's pretty wild. I mean, 300,000 children involved. It's pretty crazy. And I think she said she got like three of those people arrested.
Yeah. So
wild
she's
shit.
What'd you say?
I just said it's wild.
Yo, we really like here I go. I didn't do nothing like what she did.
Yeah.
But it's like there's this thing that she did a lot for sure. But even talking about it, you're hovering over something that they really don't care if they got to take down the whole YouTube. Then I see, you know what I mean? They're like, F it, we'll just take everybody off before we let this go down.
Yeah, and she said that. Well, what's crazy is, yeah, I mean, whatever. I don't want to go too much. I don't know what I'm supposed to say, what I'm not. But what's crazy is she said that she was getting DMs like of other whistleblowers. Well, she was getting DMs from people of other whistleblowers who had died shortly after they were shortly after they came out with their stories. So like people are basically saying like you're gonna die soon. Oh my God. Yeah, and she was banned at the same time and stuff.
Yeah, I know now, like maybe we just hold off on the video. No. I'm just joking.
It almost makes you like feel like, is it worth it? Like, is it even worth it? Like that, and that's how they want you to feel. Like they want you to feel like, is it worth it to expose these people? That's exactly how they want you to feel.
Then it has to be done a way where it has to be done a way then where they get what they have coming to them for allegedly, in my opinion, you know, for lack of a better term, I don't know, because they do need to be exposed. This is not right, you know. This whole thing about like, I know people say, I'm still scrolling, but I know people say like, oh, especially when we're talking about the child like mutilations that are happening. And I'll see some people say like, well, what should I care? It's not my kid. Let people do what they want with their children. I'm like, then forget laws. Then let people just, you know, sleep with their kids. If for lack of, you know, as an example, where does it end? There are sick people out here, and kids need protection. I'm not saying we need to be in everybody's living room. You see what I'm saying? But dang, a child doesn't deserve this. You know, like it's just so sad. Like it's children. I don't know what other explanation there is anymore. You know?
Yeah. You passed it up, I think, by the way. Well,
I did?
I think she posted it multiple times, yeah. But it's 18 minutes. I don't know if you want to like sit there and
I just want to see where it's at so I could show, like, I don't know, like kind of just show people or whatever. But let's get back to but I remember when they took her off though. I do remember when they took her off. And I think like she's like doing this on her spare time kind of thing. But she popped up into something. I mean, like I'll look for it and find it later, but I
can just send it to you. I should have just done that from the jump.
All right.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
All right, I'll put it in the private chat.
Okay. We can figure out how to work that. It's like, no.
Well, yeah, I had never heard of this at all until today.
Yeah. All right. So, okay, this was it. You're right. I mean, I know we're not going to watch the whole thing or anything. I mean,
platforms posed to children. I never intended to become an advocate with my platform. I started streaming just to talk about my interests and play video games. But here we are. The first time I ever went viral was over an incident involving a child predator on Twitch and my nonstop efforts to stop him from harming people. I was ignored by Twitch. I was ignored by the authorities, and even the temporary spotlight on my battle with that man didn't result in any action being taken against him by anyone. After going full Karen over these issues for a few months, I decided to make a Twitch user voice petition outlining my concerns, which at that point were really piling up. Around the same time, I made a tweet to Twitch's new safety council offering my free help as a volunteer to help them get the situation under control. I tagged every member of the safety council I could find, including ferociously Steph. Now, you may remember this person from a few years back, you know, the one who's a trans species and identifies as a deer. Steph actually responded to my tweet offering to help them moderate the platform by saying, the council doesn't do any of that stuff. Sorry. And when asked what they do, Steph said they discuss future policy and reiterated that they are not deputized enforcers. That's a pretty interesting piece of information considering how
I don't know if you want to play this, by the way.
I know. I just was like, look, I'm not going to play the whole thing.
It might get you like taken off.
Yeah, I know. I thought this was more like a, I might have to kill the live stream afterwards, like new kid. Yeah. No, but I just thought it was like a little bit of an introduction, but she really goes into like these people. Look at the world we live in too, by the way. You see this girl, she's a deer, you know.
Yeah, that's the average Twitch moderator. That's why we don't stand a chance.
God, like it is insane. It's baffling.
Oh, the same people that reviewed my channel probably identify as deers and shit.
Right. And so there's that second part that I wanted to talk to you about. And thank you for reminding me. There was a guy. I saw his page. I was about to start going off. First of all, what is a pog champ? Because
oh man, pog champ is like a Twitch emote that means like good job or let's go or something like that. It's like I use it sarcastically when like I just don't even know what to say to that dude. Like, congratulations, man.
Yeah, like because I was about to go and because I went to go find his page, which is a weird page though. And then I saw the post that he put, like we did it, but I wanted to see who we are. Like I thought there was gonna be other people, like because he's saying we did it, guys. We got Justin is lost off of YouTube. So I'm like, well, who's we? How many people were in on this? You know, but. So then I went to go look at the responses, and then I just saw, you know, Pog champ. I was like cracking up because back in my day, like we used to play Pogs. So I don't know. I was like,
I don't even know what the hell that is.
For real?
Oh. I don't.
Chat, let me know if y'all remember what Pogs were, because I know there's somebody out there who does remember what Pogs were. They were like these. It was like a weird game. I don't even know what the point of it was. It was like these like cardboard discs with like pictures on them, different kind of pictures, Super Mario, any kind of picture, you know. And then he was like stack them up, but then you would hit them with like this like thick disc and just like hit them. I don't know why we did it, but it was fun. Look, Johnny says I still have my Pogs. Yeah, like it was fun. I don't know, collecting them. I didn't really necessarily play Pogs, but collecting the Pogs was dope because they had like new Pogs that would come out and they were just decent. And it was nothing but cardboard. Slammers, yes. I'm sorry, Justin. I know I digressed, but I'm having a nostalgic moment now. So when you put that, I was like, people talk about Pogs still. I was like, what is that? But yeah.
No.
You're like, oh, okay. Anyway, it was like, I guess Magic the Gathering kind of thing before Magic the Gathering. Like,
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, because you had, what she said, you had to, I'm sorry, she's going to give me the last little, you have to try to flip them over, and whatever you flipped over with Slammer, you keep. Yep. And people would like get people's Pogs. That's right. And people had throw Pogs. Yes, they did. So anywho, now that that's done.
And now we got computers, so you don't have to do shit like that.
Yeah, well, I know. Right? I know.
Now we got out of the Stone Age, so.
What?
I'm just playing.
Whatever. We used to play together, you know.
I'm getting old now too, man. Now they got people like on TikTok that just sit there and act like they're licking ice cream, and you seen that?
It's, what do you mean? Not that girl we were just looking at, like.
Yeah, the girl that's like, ice cream's so good. That girl.
Oh yeah, like yeah, but that's not normal. Like this is different. Like I know. You know, as I left childhood, things changed, but like I still feel like your generation has some good memories and some fun things like Pokemon cards, you know, normal stuff.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on?
Dude, I don't know. It's so sad. I would never raise my kids like to have like iPads all the time and like phones all the time. Like I see my little cousins, they're just like, I just don't understand, man. Like they're so excited to come like to my house and stuff, and
Mhm.
then they'll just sit there on their iPad the whole time. It's like, why are you so excited to come sit on my couch instead of your own couch and play with their iPad? Like it's the same thing. And
Right.
I don't know. I like what Joe Rogan does with his kids. He's like, you get if you do 30 minutes on the Stairmaster, then you get 30 minutes of iPad time. It's like, okay, that's what I would do with my kids. 30
Yeah.
minutes of physical activity, and then you can get 30 minutes of iPad time.
Yeah. Yeah. My mom had me on TV time because there's always some sort of technology. But the thing about the television is they were putting on shows. The iPads and all that, it just opens up a whole new world. We definitely didn't have that. But even still with the TV, she didn't want me just sitting there every day mindlessly just watching television. So I was only allowed to watch it on the weekends, which sounds so crazy when I used to talk about it as a child. But today, man, and that was a small thing to try to protect kids from. That though that iPad, that internet, all of it, it just opens up a whole new world that it's just too much stimulation. But when the kids come over, do you like tell them like put it down, let's go outside? Because I feel like
No,
they
I honestly, I just don't even care. It's a lost cause. Like, what's crazy is I never had a TV time or like I never had like a certain amount of time that I was on technology. I just
Mhm,
rather be outside. Like, I just rather
mhm,
be playing sports outside with my friends. And now it's
right.
just, I think it's just because it's so maximized now
Mhm.
to have the kids be addicted that it's just so hard for them to not be addicted. Like the parents just have to protect them from it, or they're going to be addicted.
Yeah, yeah. Because I know with my best friend, she does do that with her kids. Like she does like tell them like put the phone away or whatever. And they like to go outside though. They're still pretty chill. It's a whole bunch of them too. So when I say a whole bunch, it's like 5 of them that are young, that live
Oh,
in
that
the
sounds like
house.
hell.
Nah, they, nah, they pretty good. They go into a routine. I told my nephew what happened to me. His name is Justin. I remember I told you like he watches your videos.
Oh,
Kids
shout
are
out to
so
him.
funny, right? So yeah, I told him what happened. He's like, really? And then here he goes, because I was watching this video yesterday, and then all of a sudden it said video ticket. I'm like, all right, yo.
Oh no.
He says that's what happened. I'm like, all right, Justin, I don't think that you saw that happen, but he does watch your videos though. But I think I told him, and he was upset about it. And I was happy he was watching your video. YouTube has some mindless stuff on it for kids.
Yeah.
So now that I started making videos, and then he sees the other people who I connect with and their videos. I'm like, good. I'd rather you watch that because you're getting a nuanced take on stuff. Like you're getting normal talk.
Yeah.
So that's not what they want for kids. So, all right, I'm not gonna ask you like, what do you think is your next plan, right? I'm not gonna ask you to drop off your full blueprint here on the channel. But so, but do you think? I mean, of course, we have Bring the Asteroid channel, guys. Don't forget to check us out tomorrow. We're going live tomorrow. What time? 9 p.m. again?
Yeah, probably like 9 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So don't forget to check us out. But for Justin, have you thought of some new things or
I don't really know what my plan is yet. It's still not completely out of the question that I get my OG channel back. So, I mean, I would think that if that happens, and I'm not holding on hope too much, but I have some things that could go my way that might bring that channel back. If that does happen, I'm probably gonna log in, immediately delete all the Sound of Freedom videos, and immediately delete all like the limited videos, limited ad videos, and stuff like that. I'll probably
Mhm,
just immediately post on my community tab, like go to this other channel instead.
mhm,
But
mhm.
right now, I'm on a channel called Justin Reloaded. I'm gonna be posting videos there from now on. Well, for the time being, unless the other channel comes back.
Let me put it on the
Um,
link.
yeah, and
Oh,
then
mhm.
I'm just gonna try to grow that channel. Like I said, I'm pretty confident that I can. Um, you can look at I can look at it one way and like, oh, it's gonna suck. The videos that I posted today, they have like around 200 views, and they're probably not gonna get too much more. But at the same time, like it's a fun challenge. Like I'm looking at it as like it's kind of fun. I haven't been in a situation where I'm trying to get monetized in a couple of years, so
Mhm.
it'll be a fun challenge.
Yeah,
But
but
focus on Rumble too. Once I get like in the groove, like once this channel gets monetized, and I'll probably start doing like live streams only on Rumble and stuff like that, because I really want to push, because it's gonna happen again eventually. You know, I'm gonna get banned again.
Yeah, it is. And of all people who's been really going off talking about this for a long time, it has been the quartering. Even though
Love
sometimes he just what'd
love
you say?
That guy. So I said I love that guy.
Who the court? I know. Yeah. Yeah, your friend.
Great guy.
He was going off about something yesterday.
Oh yeah, real quick, I gotta go let my dog inside. So give me like two seconds.
Okay, that's cool.
Right back.
But yeah, for everybody else, the quartering has been talking about, you know, pushing other avenues like Rumble, BitChute, you know, just other avenues but at the end of the day, and when he gets back, I'm going to talk about a little bit about Rumble, because they're getting censored too. They're into censorship too. You know, they are, because I think, and who said that? All the way up here was Red Sings the Blues said it too. Rumble going down that path too. They are. What happened? Oh yeah, that's, you know what? So Zach's got hit with a reused content as well, and his video still got, his appeals still got denied. This is just insane. Like, it's too much, because you can't even keep up with so I'm only doing toy videos now. I don't want to get my videos wiped out again. Gap After Dark, why did they wipe out? Hold on a second, I'm about to look, because you already wrote it down. YouTube wiped out all my videos but didn't shut my channel down because I made fun of the guy who... What? Are you serious? So they... What? And they also wiped out my users. I was halfway to 1,000. Everybody go follow Gap After Dark, guys. Go follow that Gap After Dark, because that is crazy that they went and they took your channel down because you made fun of somebody who deserves to be made fun of. I mean, wow. What's up, Jacob? Hello, that girl Casey. I'm new to your channel and I just subscribed. Thanks, Akopa. Thank you for coming through. Because I was like, Jacob Ironside. I'm like, I don't know that name. Not that I know every name that's subscribed to. I'm like, I feel like I should know that name. But thank you for subscribing. You will have fun here. And on this channel, we do try to make the inconvenient truth great again. I talk about anything that I can talk about. I like dialogue. I don't care about, you know, trying to pander to people. We're not going to agree on everything, but it's like there's no dialogue anymore in our country, and it's scary. It's not even just sad. It's just, I don't think scary is even a good enough word. It's bizarre.
I'm back. I'm back, by the way.
Oh, all right, bet. Yeah. So no sweat, Gap. No sweat. That's crazy that they did that. They took down Gap After Dark's channel because Gap made fun of the person who falls up the stairs. You know who that is. There's only one person we saw do it. That's a very special trick that he has. He does. Absolutely insane. Is Matt is he streaming tonight?
I was gonna go on his stream, but he texted me recently and said he's probably not gonna be able to. But I'm gonna try to convince him to push it back because he said he's getting off work a little bit late. So I'm gonna try to convince him to stream. Because
that's why I started this one at 7, because I know he usually starts at 9, and I had a feeling you was gonna go on his stream too. So yeah, that's why I had pushed it back. So
as of now, I'm good because I don't know.
It's just bringing up another topic. I don't know. So
what were you saying about the quartering? My favorite person.
Oh, that's right. I forgot all that. That's crazy. Yeah, he's always been talking about, oh, you know, we got to push these other channels, these other websites like Rumble, and he says that, you know, BitChute, everything. So but he's so like weird because he's like, I'm going mainly on Rumble now, and it's like, yeah, but I see you on YouTube still though. So
it's just a grift. It's just like, I hate calling this guy out constantly, but he's just a liar. Like, let's just be real. He posted that video. He's like, I'm leaving YouTube. I'm going to Rumble. He's like, in the whole video, he's like, I just care so much about freedom of speech, and Rumble just provides freedom of speech. And by the way, I got a huge contract from Rumble, so that's why I'm going over there. It has nothing to do with freedom of speech. Like, it's It's just so, it's like, just be honest for once. Like, if I get signed by Rumble, I'm gonna straight, like, people know my stance on Rumble. I know that they're not a total free speech platform, just like every other platform's not. And I'm gonna straight up say it's for money. I'm going there for money because
Right.
YouTube took my money away.
Right. Right. And like, yeah, because then he did this thing. He was like, I'm getting rid of my Twitter check for this for what did he say? He said, I'm getting rid of my Twitter blue check mark for this announcement tomorrow at 2:00. So I'm like, what happened on Twitter that I missed? Okay. So he got me to watch it, and it was that Rumble thing. And then now he has the check mark back. So I was like, what was this? Like, what was this for? Why?
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of channels out there that this is kind of off topic, but just there's channels out there that I don't want to start beef with that I know absolutely hate me, and they're so glad that I'm gone. And when they got demonetized a couple weeks ago, I was spreading out their message. I was retweeting their tweets and saying, you know, remonetize these people. And let's just say, I know for a fact that they've seen that I got banned, and they're not saying shit. Completely silent. I'm not talking about the quartering. I don't expect him to say anything. I was an asshole to him. But there's some other people who, for years, have just blacklisted me from this group. For I really don't know why. And yeah, they're just not saying anything. And it's just crazy to me. And don't think I'm gonna ever forget, because, you know, I'll be back. Like I said, one way or another, whether that's with the new channel or with the old channel, I'm gonna pass you bums up.
Of course, me being a girl, I'm like, well, can you give us a hint what it is? But no, I understand why.
I'll tell you after.
Okay. That's good enough for me. No, I get it. No. I don't expect you to do all that drama stuff. That's what women do, by like calling out names and everything, just starting all the drama. But
you know, I really respect the people. Like, I'll call out the people like X-Wing, right? You probably have no idea who that is.
No, but I'm listening.
Yeah, like me and him had a lot of arguments in the past, and like we had a lot of like really nasty things happen between us. And when he saw that I was banned, he like reached out and he was like, dude, like, I know we have our differences, but this is trash. And he like quote tweeted me, he retweeted it a bunch of times. Like, so that's how I would be too. If the quartering got banned, I would be spreading it out. I would be like, hey, unban this guy. Like, this is unjust. Even though I don't like him, like, I would just, that's just what you do, right? It's just, it's like, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, you know?
Right. Me too. I know what you mean. Because I know what you mean. The way and then yours is so egregious. Like, I mean, I know you're saying it happened to the guy who had 500,000 or whatever, and I definitely feel bad for him, and I'm gonna go find his stuff and retweet that too. But because I know you, so I guess just knowing the full details, you didn't even have even a single blemish. That's the problem I'm having with this. It's like they literally nuked you. Yeah. And like, that is, and just like that, you know. Now imagine you know, not to get in your personal life, but like, let's talk about it. Even if we say hypothetically some other person this happened to, who lives off of that money too, right? Yeah. And then they just because people do live off of that. I mean, you have people who are making good money doing this. So why not keep doing what your passion is? And then they just get nuked. Yeah, I would be retweeting anybody who that would happen to. I'd be like, yo, that's crazy. Like, that's insane. That's egregious again. So yeah, it is weird if anybody's like really being quiet. It's not because it's Justin. It's just period, because it could happen to any one of us. Like, that's the point. Yeah. This is when I get. That's why when the thing that happened to Brittany Venti, I didn't know who Brittany Venti was. Not that I had some beef with her, but I didn't know who she was. And I wasn't really making videos like that kind of topic about like people yet. But when I saw what happened to her, I was like, I got to flip the script and make a video about this. This is insane, because then it happened to the quartering too with Twitter, you know. But Brittany's situation, they really came for her. The quartering has money, so he has lawyers. And just so I had to talk about it. I'm like, I don't, it's not like I know these people. I just have to talk about this. This is insane. This is freedom of speech again. And it can happen to any one of us. And then just to think that this girl with borderline personality disorder, Eliza Blue, yes, is destroying people's personal lives. Like, and for what? Like, because people are catching on to your alleged stories, you know? So, so to me, it's like we should always, like, it's not about just have each other's back. It can happen to any one of us.
Yeah, it's about if you're against censorship, you're against censorship. Like this is
Right.
how, like, it's not, it shouldn't be person to person. I'm against this person being censored, but not this person. Like, no, unless somebody is calling for actual harm to be done, then you should be against censorship.
Exactly. Completely against it. Like, and even I said, like, I always say this, even back in 2016, when I didn't know who Alex Jones was, and I was told he was taken off the internet because he was a white supremacist, I said, y'all better hurry up and put him right back on. I remember I was saying that to like people I know. They were like, oh yeah, they took him off because he's a white supremacist. Like, that's good. I'm like, no. I'm like, but whoever this person is, please put him right back where he was. You can't do that to people. I'm like, this is America. We have a constitution. He has every right to say whatever he wants. I just don't have to listen to it. That's always been my stance. Unless you are plotting a murder, but we know. We don't even have to do all those. I hate people who have to do semantics with them, right? But that's not the space. We know what we're talking about. So it's insane. And it's crazy because when I was making the thumbnail for this topic and I was like looking for different, little pictures and stuff, I ran into this video from this guy named EPM Lemon. You ever heard of that name?
No.
He has 1.5 million subscribers. But he made a video in 2017 talking about how YouTube was censoring him about something. He used to make YouTube rewind videos, and he made a rewind video or something for 2017. I don't know. And then he was like, my video was going up like it normally does. And then all of a sudden it dropped. And he was showing like the old analytics, like how because it was 2017 when he made the video. He's like, I really think this is happening. This is happening. So from even back then, but it was like a small thing, that he was trying to point out. He's like, it could happen to you too. And then look where we are today, where it's like, well, we'll just nuke people. Insane. Like, and for nothing,
Yeah.
Man. And so, yeah, anybody who's not saying anything about it, yeah, you are corny. There are people who on Twitter that I find to be very, there's a particular content creator, and his Twitter is very, it's just whiny to me, right?
Does he happen to be fat and have a beard?
No, I know, but the quarter would be tripping sometimes. Like, here he goes again. But I mean, like, I'll say his name is because I don't even want to do that because I've talked about him before on this channel, and this channel is not about other people, but I call people. It's Anomaly. I think Anomaly does great work, right? I think Anomaly, I don't know if Legendary Energy, if you heard of Anomaly before.
Yeah, I know he is.
Yeah. All right. I think he does great work with the topics that he discusses. I mean, he did a lot of work putting himself where he's at. I don't deny somebody's hard work or anything that's good about them. I think he has a good heart, but I think that he's completely jaded to the point that it's spreading like a parasite to other people. And so some of the comments that he would make on Twitter, like, bro, you don't have to go there with some of the stuff that you're saying. And I would always like retweet him. And finally I was just like, I got to stop following this channel for a while because it's becoming obsessive. And it really wasn't. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell, but for me, it was just annoying me too much. I was like, stop following. You don't even know the person. Even though he has talked to me on Twitter before because he said something ridiculous and then I said something and whatever. Anywho, but there was a particular rabbi who went on CNN and called him anti-Semitic or something like that. And matter of fact, it was around that time when it was a Spanish guy who did some shooting. I hate to say it like that. And they were saying, oh, Spanish people are the new white supremacists. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
So, and they had their people, you already know who was number one on the list. They remembered Fuentes, the last name. They were like, oh, yeah, go ahead, put him on first. So then now he was Spanish because it mattered. You know what I mean? But anyway, and so this rabbi said he added Anomaly to that list. And then so Anomaly was like, I should sue you for defamation of character. And I retweeted that. I said, now I could say a lot of things about Anomaly, but this is not what we're going to, I was like, he is not anti-Semitic. We are not going to start doing that. Like that's, so when it comes to, there's certain stances that it comes down to where it's like, yo, all of that other stuff doesn't matter. We have to like, rally the troops because it's bigger than just the person.
Yeah. And it's crazy because the other people who were banned or censored for the same thing that I was, Luke Rudkowski and Seamus, they were retweeting them and like liking all of their posts saying, please YouTube fix this and stuff like that. And it's just so obvious. Like they have more followers, so they're gonna go. It's just, these people. If I didn't have really good friends in their circles, I would have called them out so long ago. But I don't do it out of respect to them because. Yeah, they have like some really good people. I got like good friends in that circle, and yeah, that's the only reason why I don't do it. But y'all know I can't keep my mouth shut on anybody, and it's so hard to do it.
Yeah, no,
I just do it.
Yeah, no, you taking the good route. That's the right thing because there's no point in even right now. It's about you and doing what you gotta do for you. But that is nutty though, because then it just shows a whole nother side of that kind of a person.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even call them out for not retweeting me. Like I'm not that hurt about it. I just would. There's so many other things that they've done that I just want so bad to say, but I just won't do it out of respect.
Right. Well, karma. I hate to say karma. What's done in the dark will always come out in the light for people. So whatever it is, people need to know that. That's why integrity means everything. That's why on this channel, like my integrity means everything to me. Like. If I tweet something, like I know with Twitter, it's not going away. This is who I am. If I have the wrong take, I'll tell you like, oops, I might have made a mistake on that, y'all. Let me fix it. I've done that on this channel where I'm talking like I was making that video one time about Candace Owens talking about Kim Kardashian's skin thing. And I was agreeing with Candace, like, why is she putting disabled models on her thing? Like, this is until I saw that the thing was made for that, like for the disabled people. And I'm like, hey, oh shoot, I messed up. And I was like, I'm gonna leave that mess up on the video. Like I'm not perfect, I messed up. And I will say when I'm wrong. Integrity means everything, especially right now. Right now, people don't trust they don't trust the mainstream news, they don't trust information. And we're not perfect, right? And if I'm petty about some stuff, I'll say I'm petty. But don't act righteous and doing stuff, and whatever dirt or whatever, or hating on people from the sidelines too, because there's definitely a lot of that going on.
Yeah, you would, yeah, you would be surprised if you saw like how much of that there is going on. It's pretty wild.
It's sad. It really is sad though. Why? Like,
it's anything for clout. That's all they care about. My dogs are fighting. I'll be right back.
Okay. General Vague, what's up? Thank you for coming through. Censorship ramping up before an election year. Whoa, I know it's like, who would have guessed it, right? Yeah, I know I've been saying that this is coming, and this is just all the more reason why the websites are needed. They're going to go ham. They are going to go ham. It happened to be that Justin was talking about a topic that they really protect, regardless of election year or not. But they're going to ramp up. They're going to go ham. It's insane. It's cool that you're interacting with smaller channels, Justin. Casey's a great choice. And that is cool that Justin does do things like that. I know some people who've given me a reach back, like, and I appreciate everybody's reach back. Like, even like, not even everybody's reach back. I have people who they're not on YouTube, but like Adam Coleman, he's definitely giving me a reach back. Hypnotic, he's definitely giving me a reach back. I appreciate everybody's reach back. It really means a lot to me. I'm humbled and honored by it in the name of God.
You know what's really funny about that comment is I'm technically the smaller channel.
Yeah, but
I don't have one.
I mean, like, but you was already like interacting with me before all of this, though.
Yeah,
so
I hate when people act like it's charity work, though. Like it's not like I'm like, oh, let me go help this smaller channel. Like it's not like that. It's like I see people that seem interesting to talk to, and I talk to them. Like it's not, yeah.
But we say thank you though, because I'm gonna tell you why. You see how you said something so simple? I see people that are interesting, so I just go talk to them. You know what other people do? I see someone that's interesting, they might take my spot. Let me do everything I can to hide them.
Yeah. And that's
So,
why, like, those people, like, that's why they'll, oh, chill.
Aw.
Can you? That's why they're bigger than me, is because they're willing to do whatever it takes to get followers, and I'm not.
right, but you were still you're gonna grow. You're gonna grow because your content though, like you have great takes on stuff. You know, General Bake did not know you lost your channel. I'm gonna post the new link to.
Yeah, man, lost the channel, appealed it, got denied. DM'd Team YouTube, and they looked into it, and they denied me again. So it looks like I don't know. There's a couple more Hail Marys that might come through, but it's not looking good. So yeah, that's the new channel that I'm posting on right now. Posted a couple of videos today. I'd appreciate if y'all went and check that channel out.
Yes, General, it is such BS. It is absolutely such BS. And not even like, oh, this is your final straw. For someone to have a clean record and then to get nuked, that means that there's no rules. There's no, it's just a free for all. We do what we want. That's what they do. That's what they do. General was asking, what do you think it was? I mean, if you want to answer it again, just, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way for me to know. They won't tell me exactly what it was. I can only guess that it was the Sound of Freedom stuff. They don't want these PDF files exposed. So they got mad at me for calling out the Bloomberg writer for defending, other PDF files. And I think that's probably why. They don't want these children meetings to be exposed.
It's so crazy. When I was younger, probably like 18, 19, I used to watch Law and Order SVU all the time. Like, do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's not as good as it used to be. So nobody really talks about it anymore. Oh, that doggy sounds so cute though.
It ain't cute, man. She's annoying as shit.
But so they used to have really good episodes. And I remember there was this one episode where, first of all, Stabler was the ish, okay? Like the main character who's the man, he was the ish. And he had that attitude, like he was convicted inside, like where he had to act professional, but you could tell when he would run into the pedos, or PDF files, whatever, he would want to kill them, you know?
Yeah.
And for him to be acting this character, but you could feel the grit inside of him, like where he couldn't control it. It was like constantly like, man, here's another one that I gotta arrest, you know? So there's a particular episode, and I know it's a fake show, but they were really good. But this speech that this one gave at this particular episode, if I remember it was chilling to me because it felt real. He was like, you think that you're getting, because it was a PDF file person, and he was like, you think that you're getting all of us, you're catching us on the dark web. He was like, but we're everywhere. We've been here since the beginning of time. We aren't going anywhere, and we're coming out of the shadows. We're coming to take our spot. Made some sort of speech like that. And the show it's fiction, right? But I remember listening like, yeah, man, dog, that's true though. Like, and I was really young, like, I was like, but you really don't know. And that's the thing, like, you don't know who's doing what. And these people have money, big money, and they're tired of hiding,
Yeah.
And
now, I would love, well, go ahead, finish.
No, I'm just saying now we're seeing some of the results of them being tired of hiding. When you look at real quick, note that the article that guy has written, Berlatsky, his articles that he's written back in the day would have got him some sort of trouble. Today it's praised and protected.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Yeah.
It's bad enough that he is platformed by Bloomberg. It's worse that he's writing articles on Sound of Freedom and movies that center around that kind of message. Like,
yep.
I mean, the guy he should. I'm not gonna get your channel banned, so I'm not gonna say that. But he shouldn't be platformed. I'll just say that he shouldn't be. He shouldn't have a voice. Like he just shouldn't.
Back in the day, again, somebody would be investigating him. Back in the day.
Yeah. Instead we banned.
Yes, right. Like we're gonna investigate Justin because he was making it. No, like that's. And when I say back in the day, not that much far back in the day, because back in my day, like I was alive when they would still be investigating him. It's
Yeah.
Like back in the 90s and stuff, they would try to find some hardcore evidence of him doing something. Now these people are looked at as like Tim Ballard, what he's done. The fact that they try to talk about him like some kook, like y'all are crazy. Like he's taken down like a lot of of these organized situations. But today they try to smear him for what? For taking down child meetings? Who are you people?
It's some of them. I wonder if it really is like a super evil thing that's within them, or if it's just like they're so brainwashed to go against what the right wants that they just like, oh, the right wants to take down PDF files. I must protect PDF file. Like I think that a lot of them are just like that. I don't think it's even. I don't think they're capable of like being sinister. I don't think they're that high IQ. I think they're just so brainwashed that it's just like, oh, the right wants to take these people down. Now we must invent a word. We must invent maps, to protect these people. They're now a protected class.
But that's still sinister to me. Like I don't know.
In nature, it is, but I don't think it's on purpose. Like I don't think they're purposefully like, ooh, like rubbing their hands, like I'm going to be evil today and go protect some pedos. Sorry. Fuck.
No, it's all right, man. Like it is like, yeah, you're right. They are dumb. Those people, the small people making the articles. I'm talking about the really the top heads though, who are like write the article, number one. But the fact still, like, yo, man, but that was never, I could never have stayed a leftist though, because after a while, it just wouldn't make sense for me. Like, I could not be that journalist. I couldn't be the movie theater employee that's telling people, oh yeah, we're turning off the air conditioning. Like I'm as even a young age, I'd be like, nah, I'm not doing that. Like I'm not whatever's going on with all of that. I can't be a part of that. It's kind of weird. There's a line that you just can't cross. Like kids, man. But yeah. So taking down the right is that much importance to you. So it was like, damn the kids. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, they have this video that you never heard of Sunny, like the YouTuber Sunny Faz, Faz.
No, I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, he went to like a pride event that was on some island. I don't know, it was some weird shit. You had to like take a boat to get there, and he was recording it. And I mean, everything that they say about these things is just true. Like we saw it like with this whole Pride Month, where like there's just naked dudes riding bikes through crowds of children, and this guy was recording this Pride event, and they had like a drag show where they had drag people in drag dancing on a stage, and they were like trying to get people to come up and dance with the drag queens, and they were singling out children on purpose. They were like every person that they tried to pick out of the crowd was a child every single time. And it's like, that's what we're talking about. Like, why don't you just not bring the children on stage? Is it that hard?
No.
And then they're twerking, and they're encouraged to twerk. Like the children are twerking on stage, and like he's interviewing people after, and they're like, you don't think it's a little bit like they're sexualizing the children? And they're like, how are they being sexualized? He's like, they're literally twerking on stage. And they're like, twerking is sexual? Like, yes, you're shaking your ass. Like, it's a little kid shaking her ass in front of a bunch of adults. How is that not sick?
It's that's why like Tucker said, it becomes more than writing policies and bureaucracy. It's a religion for these people. This is what they love it. Like it's children. Children symbolize a sense of purity. It's so disgusting. And I don't even try to go down the route of figuring these people out, because it's a very dark place to go to. But the purity in a child, God, it's just saying it just makes me want to gag, is what really does it for them. They look at us, they're like, oh, you're damaged goods, And I mean, they'll even look at an 18-year-old for that matter, like damaged goods. The younger, the better for them. It is disgusting. It is really disgusting. It's vile. It's every worst word you could think of. It is.
You would get pissed off watching that video, because they had another point in there too. You can hear my dog, can't you?
Yeah. The dog always know like, oh, Justin's live. Let me go ahead.
Yeah, she just trying to dig a hole in the carpet.
Dude,
she digs like crazy. But anyway, there's a part in the video. I'll send it to you. You can watch it at some point where there's like a little kid and his dad being interviewed, and the dad's wearing a Satan shirt, and the little kid, like the dad, like you think it's like somewhat of a bit, but he's not. Like he's actually worships Satan, and he's like they call him like a scholar of the like Satanism. Like he studies it, and at the end of the interview, the little kid walks up to the guy and he's like, defends his dad. He's like, he points at his dad. He's like, he is Satan, and he is Satan because he respects my pronouns and he respects my transness. The kid is saying that. So the kid is like maybe 10 and he's like already trans. He already has different pronouns and he's calling his dad Satan. Jesus. That kid is ruined for life.
Yeah. Jesus. God, like that is just so sad. Like that's so evil that like it enrages me to think about that. Like one time I was on this live and I was like talking about footage and stuff, like stuff, you know, these kids with the trans stuff. And I mean, like it brought tears to my eyes. It just does, because children are so innocent, and that's his dad, right? So it's like, that's dad. So dad is doing the right thing for me. You don't know at 10 to say, dad, this might not be right. That's your father. It's not even your uncle, your straight father. And to even say like he's Satan, but yes, they worship Satan. Like they do. They know, and this is why I say, again, I always say they know God is real. They know God is real, because in order to choose Satan, you know God is real, right?
Yeah.
So, and then it goes even further for them. They want to like, they want to hurt God. They want to get rid of God. First of all, what human, you can't, but you know, they're in their religion. And this stuff is, I've never been the one to doubt a lot of what I was hearing back in the day. Like when I started like hearing about like there was like the Pizzagate situation or whatever.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The minute I started seeing footage about it and like information, of course, now you cannot find that stuff on YouTube for real. But
yeah,
the minute I started seeing stuff about it, I was like, yeah, this is true. For me, I don't question if it's true or not, because my parents are originally from Haiti. I'm first generation American. What I've heard about in Haiti, so for me, I'm like, yeah, people get into this mysticism of evil and then do evil things. Not shocked at all.
Yeah, they do a lot of voodoo and stuff in Haiti, right? Like a lot of
Yes.
that stuff. It's the same thing as South Louisiana. They
Yeah,
have a lot of stuff down here. I think it's a lot more prominent in Haiti than it is down here, but there's pockets here where it's like, yeah, you know, you get a weird feeling walking around.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You just crack yourself. You get a weird feeling walking around.
Yeah, because it's like, dude, some of that's like, it really does, like, it works, you know? Like it's really like dark arts.
Yeah, no, it's real. Yeah, because they're like summoning. First of all right, like now this is taking like a whole, but whatever. Like I talk about whatever. So they know, like I said, they know God is real. They're not dumb people, so they're intelligent. So they know how to summon what they're summoning, because for real, we're told that there's demons and angels all around us fighting for our soul, right? Okay. They know what they're summoning, right? It is absolutely real. And it's you've seen some of it like down there. I went to Haiti and like that, like I remember when I was 12, the first time I went to Haiti, and we were at a friend of my father's house, but like over down by like the grass. It was like a big grassy area, and then there was like this little hut. There was a fire coming out of it. And it was like they were playing drums, and the beat was nice. And so I remember being like, oh, they were like, yeah, they're doing voodoo over there.
Yeah, they're sacrificing a pig or something.
Like I immediately was scared out of my mind. I started looking around. I was like, oh my God, the spirit is gonna come get me. Like, and then 2 days later, how about the owner of the house was dead?
Oh my God.
And the man was not some old guy. Like he had no like heart trouble, just dropped dead. Yeah, people just drop dead. So, I've heard all the stories. So when I heard that there's this stuff about secret societies in certain elite areas, and I'm like, yeah, why not? There's a particular one who I won't say her name, but her last name rhymes with Hinton. She
Yeah.
loves Haiti. She loves Haiti.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
It is crazy. Mhm.
yeah, this kind of off topic. What happens if that kid dies like at a young age and he's just been indoctrinated by his child or by his dad, and he's just a Satan worshiper, but he doesn't know better? And does he just not get a chance to go to heaven, or what?
He gets a chance to go, but and not. I'm answering like, yeah, I'm God's assistant, so yeah, he gets a chance. He gets, from my belief and what I've been, what I've studied, I would imagine that he would he still would go to heaven, because he is ignorant to Jesus Christ, because his parents, indoctrinated him this way, and he is still a child. He didn't get a chance yet to make a change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
'Cause I've always wondered, like, how do these people, like, because if you believe in a force for evil, there has to be a force for good too. So if you believe in the devil, then you have to believe in God. How do you choose the evil? Like, I don't understand how that works. And it's like they must have had something done to them from a young age, whether that's like being touched or having a dad that indoctrinates them into Satanism. But it must be something.
That, and also it's easier. It's not easier, but you know why you don't understand it? Because even if you have insecurities, because even if you do, you're not crippled by them, right? You always try and be better. You believe in yourself, right? Okay. You believe in God, you believe in yourself. Okay. A lot of people are broken. They're broken. And so they look at God as a bunch of rules and self-accountability. People hate self-accountability. Like, they hate it. It's always somebody else did something to me. This is happening to me. It's not the 5 decisions I made to get here. It's happening to me. So how about you meet a group that says, yes, it is happening to you, because they hate you. God hates you. God's making a joke about you, that you feel this way, and then he hates you for it. What kind of a God would do that? Well, over here, we love everybody. And then you get that. It's just that easy. But that's not what God is. If they knew God loves you, even as broken as you, God's love is so magnificent that me as a human, I definitely don't understand it, because I'm like, I don't think you should love everybody. You know what I mean? I don't think everybody gets a chance. That's because I'm human. God does love them, but in the love of God, you can be better. It's not about, I have to change because I know God now, but I don't want to. It comes to you. That feeling comes to you. You want to live your best life. You know what I mean? That's how it should be, out of the love of God. Not to go into preaching, but people don't look at it like that. They look at it as, the patriarchal white God. I'm like, oh, God. Like,
I think they also get mad at God because, like, maybe they were dealt a bad hand and they're like, I blame you,
But and here I go again. It's easier said than done, because there's people who are sick, ridden and everything. And sadly, there's sin in the world, but it's not about being dealt a bad hand, because at the end of the day, we're all going to leave this world. We're not of this world, right? So it's all about, like, we're all going to leave this world. That's very easy for me to say, because I'm not the one running around sick, right? Okay. So I acknowledge that. But then there's other bad hands that you need to sit. Even myself, I've looked back and been like, nope, stop saying, even the devil's doing this to me. Like, no. The time I was like, shut up. You made 3 decisions that got you here. So you need to learn from your mistakes. Okay. People don't want to do that, though. No.
Yeah.
But I mean, we really went. That was fun. But I mean, because at the end of the day, though, for real, it's not I'm not saying religion. It has to go back to the creator, the source. Because you got a lot of people walking around thinking, look at the girl. She thinks I'm a deer. I'm licking the ice. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're telling kids, and she's very manipulative, but you running a Twitch. So you're not a deer, right?
Yeah.
But you're getting paid by doing this to children. Now you got a 10-year-old who really will believe they're a deer, and you're telling kids they could be everything and nothing at the same time.
Yeah.
Man.
That's the thing that people have to remember, dude. People forget that, yeah, we all end up dead. Like, we all die.
We do.
You know? I don't know. Did you see Nick's speech on Fresh and Fit about that?
So no, I still haven't even watched it. You know what? I need to put that on like tonight.
It was such a good speech. Like, not even like sarcastically about like, because Nick, you know, I'll say that a lot about like some funny stuff, and like, you know, he'll say something racist that's funny. And like, you know, that's such a great speech. But no, like, it was genuinely like the best speech he's ever given. Like pretty much just saying like, we're all gonna die one day. Like, are you going to choose eternal life, or are you going to choose eternal damnation and stuff like that? And he pretty much saying like, money doesn't matter. Like, I could have chose a much different path if money mattered to me, but money doesn't matter. You know, what is money if you're just going to be alone and miserable
and lying to yourself, right?
Yeah,
trying to fit in, and for what? He's right, and that's why he'll say something controversial or whatever, and I'm like, I don't, whether I care or not, it doesn't matter, because out of everybody out here, that man is so censored to the point where he can't even have a bank account, and he's still out here standing for what it is that he believes in. Like, he's raw, right? And you don't see that too much in many people, you know.
That's how she yawns. Every time she yawns, all the German short hair pointers, whenever they yawn, they like scream yawn. It's so funny.
And it sounds
in the morning, she'll scream so loud.
And I don't usually find like dogs like all cute, but the sound, I'm just like, oh, like, you know.
Yeah, she's lucky she's cute. She'd be dead if she wasn't.
But yeah, but Nick Fuentes though, when he's
you got to say his full name, huh?
I know, I
You're
can't.
Trying hard to get.
I know, I can't even help it. I just because that's how I don't know, but he says a lot of stuff. That's why I was telling one of my homies yesterday. I was like, I get why you might be turned on. It wasn't like a black person or whatever, but it was just somebody who was like, I don't know, like, he has to be careful with the identity stuff. And I understand what he was saying too. But I was like, he does come back and try to ground it back to God. But I understand what you mean, you know, about the white identity. But there is a purpose for saying that, because the white identity, whatever they're calling the white identity, is being attacked. Now, of course, it won't be just white people. What they call whiteness is what normies are, right? Like normal people. Like, if you don't like child meetings, that's whiteness. Okay, so that's what'll be attacked. And anyway, I speak out against any whiteism, but whatever. But the point is, like, yeah, there's times where he's like making jokes and saying whatever. But when he gets into like a topic, and bro was breaking down the trans thing, and I almost stood up and clapped in my kitchen. Okay, it was so good the way he was breaking down that situation. You sent me something else.
I sent you the Nick speech. I don't know if you want to play it. I mean, they played it.
You can play it. Hold on.
It's in like a couple parts. It's in a thread.
Hold on,
so
I'm at
just 2 parts.
Share to this tab, and let me come and put it back on. We can play it because I haven't even really like shared too much stuff. Hold on.
He said, well, yeah, men don't like working because what they really like is the freedom that working provides. I said, well, the freedom to do what? He said, well, the freedom to pursue hobbies with friends and blah, blah, blah. And that's the choice. It's between the autonomy that working provides, or the money provides, versus the obligations of family. And here's the thing. And I said, if it was just hobbies, if it was just surfing and cards and StarCraft and all that, like, I would kill myself. Here's why. I went to college and I thought about like what my life would look like, what I would have for store in my life. And this is what we can all say for certain about our life to some extent. Either we will die early, or if we live a long life, we're going to see both of our parents die, which is going to be brutal. And what's that going to look like when you're living with no parents? It's going to be miserable. You're going to see most of your friends die. You're going to see your closest friends die young, some of them, or you'll see them die old. You will peak mentally and physically, and then every day after will be mentally and physically degraded. Henceforth, after that, sometime in your 20s and 30s, you'll get sick, you'll get achy, you'll have pains, you'll wake up and be in pain. You'll be ugly, you'll be unattractive. If you're a man, and women won't look at you. If you're a woman, men won't look at you. That is what your life looks like. And so when people say, well, I'm living for the freedom to do these hobbies and things, that's why I say, on a rational calculation, if I'm looking at a life where my parents die, my friends die, I'm going to get sick, I'm going to get achy, I'm going to mentally and physically peak, I'm probably killing myself at 30. Getting a little bit of money and maybe getting a boat or going on vacation, it doesn't outweigh all the bad things. And that's fundamentally, I think, the between me and Destiny is I believe that life is suffering. We're not here to have a good time. It's not a big fucking theme park. We're here in this fallen world where there's work, where there's toil, there's birth pain. That's what the Bible says is the woman's penance for the original sin. There's birthing pain, and we have to die a hard death. Our soul is ripped from our body and we face a judgment. We can either accept that reality and live within it, within our physical and spiritual means. We can make decisions and enjoy the good things in the world, which is love, which comes through family and children. Or we could ignore all that and pretend like we're going to live forever and do OnlyFans and fuck around and go and have a good time and make money and fly around the world and pretend we're never going to die, but we are. And that, I think, is the fundamental difference.
Before I say what he was respond to that, but this girl right here, her whole demeanor was like, I don't think he knows, but you could tell she was like looking like oh, what's he saying? Like, oh,
she's very annoying. I know.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, like I don't know who Shorty is, but like just listen to him because he broke it down without stuttering. Like, yeah.
That's how you know that Nick really, like, this isn't a grift. Like, that's how he really feels. You don't speak that fluently unless that's how you feel.
Yes, that's why when people say like I think he's a infiltrate or some sort, I'm like, nah, he's not, man. Like he's not, like, you know. And you can see his growth too. Like I don't know how to explain it, but he does have growth. I think he has a little bit. Of course, he has more growing to do. But that's beautiful the way how he explained it. I mean, it's true, and it really is true, and it's just so true, right? Like it's true, and it's something that I think about more and more these days. I'm not saying like, oh, you know, in the name of God, I'm not saying, oh, I'm leaving tomorrow. But we are not of this world, like that. We're not. So you should live a certain way where you make it meaningful, right? Like, I don't know, like that was cool the way he killed it. Like,
there's another part to it too. If you wanna, okay.
Yeah. Does it connect from?
It should be. If you should just scroll down and see it.
Oh, bet. Oh, well.
I didn't say that I would kill myself at 30 if I don't have a family. I said if there was nothing more to life other than amusements and hobbies and frivolities or even things like career, I would kill myself because the value proposition of life wouldn't be enough. I said there has to be more than that, which for me is God. For me, it's the things that proceed from God. And as far as what you say about career and profession, and we feel very good about ourselves. Honestly, I think we feel good about ourselves because it feels good to do honest work. It feels good to build things. When all is said and done, we are going to be here, and as quickly as we came, we are going to be gone. And as quickly as this earth came into existence, it will be gone. It's a pile of beans.
From dust we will return.
I didn't say that I would kill myself at 30 if I don't have a family.
I don't know. I just didn't need to hear it from you right now. I was really into it. Man. Like,
he killed it on that show. That was his best speech ever, I think.
Yeah, because you could tell he's serious about it, and then he talks about it too, like on his show. Like, so now we became like we're talking about everything. So you could tell he talks about it on his show. He said something on the show like, I may not get married or something, like, but I have a mission that I have to complete. Something like that, he said. Yeah. And that was deep for me, especially as a woman. Like, oh my gosh, like, right, we're like really getting open tonight. But that is a huge fear of mine, that I won't have a family, right? But okay, huge fear 3 years ago was a crippling fear. But since I've gotten, 3 years, okay, let me say like 4 years ago, before 2020, when I was still like, I was ideologically lost and denying God. Yes, that's what it was. And so I was crippled by it, right? So after 2020, like, and God snatching my heart back, I'm not crippled by it. It's still a fear, but I trust God. But one thing I know, it's not something I talk about every day. And also what I do say, and this is because of like my connection with God, it's like, well, Casey, what are you going to do? If it doesn't happen, If it's not going to happen, it's not happening anyway. So are you going to cry about it every day, or are you going to live the best life? Are you going to, and not the best life like going shopping? No, have a purpose, have something that you're supposed to do. Find your mission, what you're supposed to do, and do it. So you understand what this sacrifice was about. I'm not, and this is, or like for me being a woman, that is what keeps me going. It's not easy, like all the time, like, oh, you know, all your friends married, they got kids, da da da. And I'm not sitting here like, oh, I cry about this no, I don't. I'm happy for everybody. But it is because I know God. And it is because God has revealed to me what I'm supposed to do and what I'm trying to do. And so, and I trust God. So I'm not saying it's not going to happen either, but it's not crippling. You know what I mean? If it makes any sense. So,
yeah, I think it's when he says like family should be, I think that's kind of like a stand-in term for like just chasing something with deeper meaning outside of just money and just fun.
Yeah.
Like there should be like you should be, you know, chasing after something or building something that actually means something rather than just, oh, this is, you know, the numbers in my bank account are going up.
Right.
You know, it should be more than that.
Right. It should be, because those people aren't always happy either. Don't get me wrong. Having, you know, not having money is an issue too. But like, and I'm not coming at anybody who's making a lot of money, because you have a lot of people who are happy and doing charity and they got a lot of money. But money is not going to be the source of the happiness. Like,
yeah,
you know, and people really need to think about this stuff. He was really connect that black girl though. She was, you know, like, cause you know, she was like, I'm ready to not. Oh God.
Yeah, whenever I think about, like, I think everybody thinks about it sometimes, like, what if you won like $10 million today? All I think about is like who I would give it to. Like I never really think of, like, I don't know who, like, I don't really want anything, you know. I'm good. I just want a simple life. I need a car that I can drive. I would like a nice place to live in, not even on the inside. I just want to not fear of it getting broken into, you know. That's really all I care about. And then outside of that, I would just give it to people.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I will say, you know, I mean, to, I guess, kind of wrap this up tonight. Like I've said before, when I heard how old you were, I was like, what? Like, yeah, like, I'm not saying people your age, everybody is, you know, immature, but I'm just saying that I don't have any friends that are 25. No, I don't. You know what I mean? So I don't really connect with people.
I don't either, to be clear.
Right. But it's just, you have like a wisdom about you. So like I said, when I first heard your episode, you know, around the Eliza Blue times, the good old Eliza Blue, and I did hit your episode because I thought it was the quarter. I did think it was the quarter. If he was watching, he'd be like, see, I knew it. It was still in my thumb.
I still don't get it, but whatever.
Like, look, my thumbnail game, I'm trying to get it up, but I have been looking at other people's like, let me, hey, I'm not stealing, I'm just saying I'm getting inspiration, whatever. Anyway, so, but then when I listened to you, I was like, oh, I don't know who this is. I was like, dang, he flows pretty cool. I'm like, oh, he says nice stuff. And then I would come back and try to listen to more. When you would put stuff out, I'm like, yeah, it's another Justin one. It's cool. Like, it's good. You have a different kind of talent. You know, and you're a different kind of person. I'm glad that I get to meet people like you. You're just beginning. This is going to be a small hiccup. By next year, I already feel like, you know, but you know, and we don't know because there's other things that you're trying to do with the old channel or whatever. But what I'm saying is, time flies so fast that you're gonna look back on it's like, yo, remember that day when I woke up and my channel was going, wasn't that crazy? Like, that's how it's gonna be. Because you're focused, you know what you're doing, and you're genuine. And like, another thing I like about you is like, you're honest. You will say if you're wrong about something or whatever, you know, you don't try to do the pious, righteous route. I hate to do that. So, but you see the love that you were getting. Who else? Dom Lucre. I don't know if you know who he is on Twitter. But yeah, he retweeted your situation too. People were.
Yeah, I saw like Lauren Chen. Wow, yeah, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, that's what's up. So, you know.
But yeah, one last thing that I'll say before we end it.
No, yeah, I definitely wanted you, to say something.
Yeah, this might sound like a little gay, but But because whenever I talk like this, people are just, I feel like they tune out. But something that I've learned from, because it's been a goal of mine, or like I guess you could say a dream or some dumb shit, to have a YouTube channel, talk about things that I actually care about, and have people that actually want to talk about it back. And something that I've learned with like growing the channel to the point that I did was, it sounds so lame, but like making the money, having the followers, that's all cool and everything. But the person that I became through that like super tough grind of ups and downs over and over, like it's actually night and day. And you were talking about how one day you're going to like look up and be like, remember back then when I lost my channel? That's how I feel right now. I feel like my head is just always down, and I'm just so obsessed that I'm just constantly working. Like my head never comes up for air. Like I'm just always posting videos, always looking for the next story. And then every once in a while I'll look up and I'm like, damn, like I'm a totally different person. And it's like, I feel like that's the actual reward that comes from it. Like being able to grow that much. That was the actual reward. So like, yeah, I lost the followers, I lost the money and everything, but it sounds so gay, but nobody can take the actual reward from me.
That doesn't sound gay. No, I know that's perfect. That's what people need to hear. That's perfect. Like that's it right there. Like your energy is dope. This is gonna be a blip for you. That's it.
I hope so. I'm planning on it.
Yeah, you're good. So, well, with that, everybody, whoever's still on, thank you for coming through. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everything that y'all do. Thank you for being on the chat. I just say thank you. Like if I could say thank you a million times, I would. Because as usual, without y'all, there's no us. And I'm very humbled and honored by the fact that anybody wants to listen to anything that I have to say. So thank you. And you guys go follow Justin right now on Justin Reloaded. I put yeah. Get used to it.
I know, it's gonna be hard.
It's all right. We got it. So yeah, the link was on the chat. I'll put it in the description too. After we end this. Gab, have a good evening, everybody. Great. So all right, and that's pretty much it. We out. Okay, people are coming through and clapping. We out. So I'm gonna end this, and I'll see you guys at the next video. But hold up, whoever's still watching, don't forget, check us out on the Bring the Asteroid channel tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern time, where it'll be more of us. We'll do it again. It's going to be the biggest party tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. All right, guys. We'll see you there.
Later.